Welcome back to IndieX 2025 to another session of our showcase. And right now in this session, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into Tiny Kingdom. And I am One Ring or Anna, and I have today with me Ilya from neltile. I really hope that I'm not mispronouncing either your name or the studio's name. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
It's neltile.
Neltile. Okay. First of all, welcome and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
I, I would love to kick off this conversation by talking a little bit about your role in this specific not in the game, but in general, in what you do, and then in this game.
Okay. So basically, I'm founder of the neltile, and yeah, bring my friends to the game dev, and we all together working on the indie games.
Cool. That
And
is
yeah,
that is pretty cool. Yeah.
so basically, I worked in the all aspects of this game mostly, and then start bringing new people, and they start helping. And so, yeah, actually, there is almost no art made by me at this point
uh,
that I'm really
um,
happy about.
yeah, yeah. I mean, so before we can already jump into the game, but before I start playing and showcasing, I wanted to ask you if you had to describe the game in one sentence, an elevator pitch, not from a business perspective, but for someone who will want to play it, yeah. How would you describe the game?
It's a chill, cozy city builder without resources, I guess.
Okay, okay, that's fair enough. So let's jump into the game, and I would like to start off by I'm going to put here the challenge one. We were talking in the backstage a little bit about. I have played a lot in casual, but I'm trying the challenge to see how it will go. But I would love to hear from you. How did this idea start? Right? How did you come up with this?
Okay, so we trying to find a game idea that we would work on and release a game, and we participated in a lot of game jams, made our own game jams, and
Oh,
this is our like a way to find interesting ideas.
okay.
And this game come up as a, I guess, 48 Ludum Dare. So I want to explore a new engine, and yeah, just one idea was, okay, I want something with cards and something strategic, because we tried a lot of action genres, and it's really really hard.
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine. But why the city builder? Why the cozy game? So when
Mhm.
did you knew that you had come up with the right one?
Okay, the city builder is because I really like the city builders and the strategy aspect of it.
Right.
So yeah, it's like a natural evolving of internal ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So, and why cozy? It was like 2023, end of 2023, and a lot of things happened in the world, and I thought, okay, I want the game that like will bring some cozy safe space to the players. So yeah, that's
Amazing.
why it's so we try to make it as charming as possible.
So it was like a way of also, bring some comfort, bring some strategy aspect of it, and try
Mhm.
to capture it in the gameplay as well.
Yeah.
Um, and while you are also a fan of this kind of games, um, and essentially you were talking about doing some game jams. You were talking about, discussing this with other people. How much it started with you, and how much it also, how much input did everyone um, bring to the
Mhm.
game, and bring to the overall idea.
Okay. So basically, the Gem version was a solo project. Like I made
Hmm.
it on a weekend, like two
Oh,
days. Yeah, it was really rapid prototyping, I guess. And yeah, after it, we see that a lot of people on each playing it every day, and we thought like, okay, mm, looks like we found something that like
that works.
react with people. Yeah,
Yeah,
and yeah, started to think how to expand it and bring more stuff.
to the table. Yeah.
Yeah, initially everything was made by me, even art. I guess my childhood friend is a sound designer, so I asked him to make some sound effects, music, and I guess
Oh, so
trailer.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we know each other like 20, 20 years.
So,
Um,
oh, I fail. Okay, because like that is the thing that I was trying to. So I played a lot in the casual version of the game, but I'm now trying this, and I'm not going to give up, not yet.
great.
um, but so you saw, I mean, you said that you saw the shape the world was in, and you thought, I want to bring something cozy, something like sort of a safe space. And this is where you draw your motivation, and where you draw like, okay, I'm going to make this happen. How was that process like of starting and doing the things your own, and
Mhm.
getting more people on board?
Um, it was hard. Yeah, it
Tell
was
me a
a
little
long
bit about
journey.
that process.
Okay, so at this time, we work it all together as a like a side activity. All our projects was pet projects, and we all had a um, main job that secured our finances. And yeah, we
Yeah.
lived like this. But when I start thinking this some potential, I left my full-time job.
Oh,
So and yeah, I
pursuing
started working. Yeah,
this. Yeah.
yes. So this was my full-time activity, like in a year. So we um yeah we at this in the beginning of 2024 we thought that okay, we will work on this game and start finding some ideas. And um, I worked as a full time, and all members worked as a part time, like couple hours in a
Yeah.
day. and in 6 months we made first demo.
6 months only. Wow.
Yeah,
Amazing. And it must be scary, right? To,
it was planned like at 3 months, and
okay.
6 months.
I mean, because this is more complex, it when you play it, it's a simple game, or it's quite a chill game, but there is actually a lot of work involved in building this, right? And I would like not only to know more about that specific work, right, but also the kind of I completely lost myself here. um, but essentially, what I wanted to ask, and let's start with that, with the kind of work that goes behind this, and the kind of courage, from a personal perspective, that is, okay, no, this has some potential, I'm going to drop everything and I'm going to go all in here. Tell me a little bit about that experience, that kind of leap of faith.
Yeah, it was like actually leap of faith. Yeah, it was very risky because lots of indie games didn't have any success for the first game, and this game is our first commercial release on Steam. And yeah, actually it's not a huge success, but I'm very happy about it that we released it. And talking about challenges, it was lots of challenges, because not many games like this, so we cannot like get experience of other developers and see how they solve problems. And the idea in this game was to bring this cozy building aspect, like in I guess Dorf Romantic or similar games, but with a strategic thinking, so it actually would have some depth in the gameplay.
Right.
And the mix of it was really hard to find. Actually, we spent like 6 months to find this balance, and some people would say that it's really hard, or it's the opposite, not so deep. But yeah, it was very hard to find this balance.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. And you mentioned that maybe this isn't being as successful as you would want it to be. But I want to know exactly, because I assume that when you are making or thinking about a game, you're doing something that you actually want to play, right? And that you feel comfortable playing. So how much of that sort of how can I put it? How much balance did you have to find between, okay, I want something, or I want to make something that has the potential to be successful, but at the same time something that I want to play, and that I want to to feel good about it. Does that question make sense?
Yeah. Interesting question, actually.
It's not an easy one, right?
Yeah. Mostly, this game was designed as I feel. So we spent way way less than needed playtesters with actual players and hearing their feedback. I guess the players who found this game, they wanted even more chill experience without this brutal strategic thinking. But for me, the gameplay lays on this strategic layer.
Right.
So, yeah, this challenge mode was designed to be like this, and after it, we heard that lots of people didn't like it, and we made this casual mode, which
Okay.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
reduced lots of mechanics. Hope
So yeah,
this
you had
answers your question.
to balance a little bit what you wanted for the game in an initial phase and what people were asking about the game and what they actually wanted about it. Um, oh God, I'm having a hard time now. I think I'm going to lose again. No, I'm not. Good. It's harder than it looks. But yeah, that's the thing about the strategic planning, that is that you really have to think about how you are, you know, putting up the roads and gathering your resources, the people, the money, the all of this. But it can be quite both things, right? There are some there are some comments here on the stream, and I think it's also very interesting to comment on them, which is there are people that mostly are not that much into indie games, but they find this relaxing. They find it pretty chill, even with this strategic thing. um And I have here one comment as well that is asking, and I think this is a really cool question, which um, is this game core engine self-made? Yeah.
No, we
No.
made Unity.
Unity. Okay.
I guess we will spend one more year to make our own engine. This
Yeah.
this mistake. Yeah.
But you were saying, sorry, yeah.
No, I mean making our own engine is really hard, and yeah, if we would make it here, then we would postpone the release
A lot.
much more.
Yeah. Why do you think that? So why is that it? So from your perspective, as a developer, why does it make that much difference, or what are the limitations that you might be having while you do not have your own engine?
Limitations of not having our own engine.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Since it's not your engine, you are constrained by what the engine allows you to do, and allows you to develop the game, right? So yeah.
And especially in Unity, they have closed source code, so you're very limited about understanding how the underlying things work. So it's very hard to expand or do things that you want, because you need to integrate your solutions in the inside
Their
Unity
framework.
that was designed by the people with their things in mind, and might be a bit of different that
what
thinking.
you want to do with
Yeah,
the things. But that didn't stop you. You were able to find everything that you needed to do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk a little bit. I will just go play on casual mode because I'm feeling terrible about this. So there are a couple of people asking or commenting that this should be very cool in a multiplayer version. Do you see any kind of vision in that, or is it too technically complicated, or on the vision of the game itself it doesn't make sense, you know? People are thinking that it could be awesome, and yeah, I can see why why they would think about it. So
Actually,
any
I don't
multiplayer
know.
in plan, or too hard, or
No, no multiplayer in plans actually, because actually, I don't see it here. It's
okay.
like if it's like competitive multiplayer, it's totally not about this game. It's not competitive.
No, but more about cooperative building, like I think that is one of the things, right? You know, to be building this cozy thing with someone else. I think at least that's how I would see it as a multiplayer in that sense.
Yeah, maybe.
Would that make sense, or not really?
Initially, we thought that it would be cool to have kingdom already built, and friends in your
Oh,
Steam account, I guess, can just look at your kingdom, see how you built it. Like it's like more aesthetic pleasure. So
yeah,
if you build something beautiful, so you can share it.
with your friends, yeah.
Yeah. So something like this, because mechanics of this game is not very suitable for the multiplayer.
Right.
I think maybe I
Yeah,
don't know
no,
how to properly do it.
it makes sense. It makes sense. Now, I have another question here on chat, and I think it's a very interesting one, especially from a creative point of view, because AI is a buzz topic right now, and there is and this question from this person is asking if is there any AI in the game, like music, sound, sprites, if there is anything of the sort that you used to build this game.
No, no. We used AI only for translations for some languages that we don't know.
Right.
So yeah, because it's not so cheap to translate the game. So it was partially translated using AI, but no music, art, code, everything made by hand.
What are your thoughts about it?
How to say it right?
It's not an easy topic. It's definitely not an easy topic, right?
Yeah, I see how some people can benefit from AI, but from my perspective, it's like destroyed the creativity and new thinking in all aspects. So basically, like at this point, AI cannot bring any new ideas. So it's
Right.
like remixes of other ideas, and the quality of these remixes actually is very very low.
Let's say bad. It's fine
Yeah.
to say yeah, don't worry about, you know, this was I think just I think it's a very curious topic, especially to talk about with creators, because you put
Mhm.
so much effort into doing this, and I'm not saying that you cannot use AI as a tool, for instance, to to brainstorm or to help you out, but at some point you have to come up with something new, right?
Yeah,
Uh, and that's something that AI cannot do for you. Um,
exactly.
and I think it's yeah, it's very interesting to have that kind of perspective from your side. So yeah, Zeta Flash, good answer, thanks. AI is an assistant. So yeah, I think this is the sort of thing that Zeta wanted to ask. And thank you so much for the question. Feel free to any of you who wants to ask something here to Ilya about the game, about general developing topics. Feel free to do so. Um, but yeah, okay. So this is the mode. In this mode, I'm actually being way more successful than I was before, and it's clear. Again, to be here talking and to be here you know sharing this kind of experience is way easier, not easier, but more suitable to play it like this version, right? um did you so you mentioned that you like this kind of game as an experience, a kind of game as the strategic component. How did you actually change a little bit your perspective on trying this chill mode, on trying this not so strategic um aspect
Mhm.
of the game?
Yeah, this is because of players' feedback actually. Um, yeah, lots of people say that they wanted to bring beautiful castles uh, and just see how the kingdom evolve over the time, and not to like solve puzzles, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, in this mode we trying to solve it. So because yeah, it's understandable. So not everyone find the gameplay of the strategic thinking is right to them. So
Yeah.
yeah, it,
And I mean, it can be both, right? You can be chilling with strategic thinking as well, right? And I think this is the kind of game where you can do it. I wouldn't mind to start over and over again and to try different things and to be learning from my mistakes. But at the same time, having like, yeah, I'm just, you know, around placing houses and huts and stuff like that. Um, but the strategic part of the game is something that really involves planning, uh, and you have here the deck, so it also has some RNG. How much of the balance between the strategy parts, the RNG, the kind of things that can, how do you make sure that you do not get stuck?
whoa, this is was really a challenge in this game. This is why it took so long to make. Actually, there is almost no RNG
Oh
involved.
no.
Actually, yeah, it feels like it's RNG, but um, it's not so much RNG. The only true randomness here is the cards that you draw from the deck,
Okay.
but yeah, everything else is properly balanced. So
Okay.
you always end up with some cards
That you can
if you
use
plan if you plan right. So
if you plan
if
right.
you yeah, if you
Right.
plan right, you will not stuck at any point. So you will have everything, and there's a lot of challenges. So for example, the hut is a first house that you can place, brings
Hmm.
you like fishing nets, lumberyard, and rod, I guess. Yeah, and it's actually says that it's ore,
Oh
meaning
yeah,
that
yeah. It says here on the card
you,
what you can get from.
yeah, it says ore, but actually it loop through this in a random order. But you will, if you place like 4 huts, you will end up with the same cards in the deck.
Okay. Oh, okay. That is very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and so the player needs to plan what he puts into the deck, because the only thing that he cannot manage actually it's a draw order from the deck. At the late stage, we introduce some mechanics, so you can find cards in the deck without blindly draw them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is cool. That is cool. So definitely not what I'm doing here, because I'm randomly doing stuff of what I feel like it would be
This is
cool
the
or sound cool.
valid option to play this game.
But yeah, so I do have two things. One also about the multiplayer. And the reasoning about this, and I'm coming back to this because I think this is something that it makes sense. Is I say multiplayer just because I know a lot of couples that struggle to find a game to play together, and this one looks very cool, right? And then you have a comment on this saying, yes, I also see a multiplayer where you could even trade cards every certain turns with your friend. Like, I really need a road. Do you have any? And adding this kind of layer of complexity, right? But yeah, I think this would be a little bit a step too far of what you was initially planned, right? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, this is really cool idea.
So yeah, thank you so much for the comments. Now Zeta Flash is asking another question: is was this somehow influenced by Settlers of Catan?
I guess yes. I played a lot of Catan. Actually, this is one of my favorite, I guess, board game. So I played dozens of hours.
Okay, cool.
But yeah,
cool.
mechanic is a bit different, yeah, but I guess it's influenced by this game.
Yeah, I would like to ask you more about your influences, right? Catan is one of them. What else? What else? What other games have influenced or have give you the inspiration to think about this?
Board games with tiles, like Carcassonne Catan, I guess. This was like a primary inspirations, and games like Dawnkeeper, I guess.
Okay. Cool.
Initial pitch was like Dawnkeeper. Oh no, Dwarf Romantic. Dwarf Romantic, but with strategy, like
Yeah.
like this. So you place tiles and expand your kingdom, your island, and but you
Yeah.
have to think and deal with deck like a fight with deck. Deck is your opponent actually here, and so you have to fight it.
Yeah. I do love strategy, but I also tend not to think. So I have a love-hate relationship with strategy, to be honest. Now there is here another question, which is something very cool, which is, oh, where was it? Oh, I lost it. Okay, let's go from this while I look for the other. Ilya, did you play first the video game or the board game version of Dorf Romantic?
Video game. Actually, I haven't played Dorf Romantic board
Oh, you
game.
haven't?
Maybe I should.
But yeah, so this is the just curious how much time it took from the basic idea to the perfect pitchable game. Those were the 6 months that you were mentioning, right? Okay. And this is do you plan on, releasing any more things like DLCs, like expansions or anything? Are you leaving the game as it is? Where do you see Tiny Kingdom going?
As I said, the release of the game was not such successful as we hoped. Actually, we hoped much less, but yeah. We
Why?
Why? As the first game released from unknown developers, this is a huge success. No doubts. But to sustain development of the next game or live on the income from this game, it's not successful. So
Right.
currently we are trying to find new ideas for new games, but I really like this game. It's like a
Your passion project, you would
it's
say.
a passion project. Actually, yeah, it's a passion project. Lots of emotions here. So I really wanted to add much more here. And initially we planned to add like a 4 biomes here. So this is like a summer biome actually.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
I
and
see.
here you play in like evergreen environment and
To have a
build
lot of
your castle.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
you are planning different things going around, like with
yeah, our second biome was desert biome, so you will build something like Arabian Empire in a desert.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, and we worked on it, but currently it's on pause. So eventually we still do an updates for this game and patch with bug fixes, improvements. Recently we added Steam Deck support. And
Okay, that is cool. That is cool because it opens up the door to more possible players and to more possible people. But if you had, like, right now, you are here right now, and I wanted to ask you this. So if that wouldn't be an issue apart from the biomes, where would you see this game? So in a sense of, what are people coming, can people expect by backing the game, by buying it, by also believing, right?
I would add more content here and make it much more casual actually. So removing a lot of challenging stuff, and currently I don't actually know how to properly separate it, like a strategic game from the casual game. So people who like the building aspect, chill building aspect, would love this game.
Yeah.
Because they open up this game, look at the cards, see a lot of complex rules, a lot of synergies, and they might be scared of it. And
Yeah.
yeah,
It can be quite yeah. I wouldn't say scary, but it has lots of things and it lets you explore a lot, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
yeah,
But yeah, I can see why it can be scary.
Yeah, we added a lot of exploration here, so many cards are not explained properly, and it was unintentionally. Intentional, yeah. So, for example, you can place Lumberyard on top of Lumberyard, and it will bring a new synergy here.
Oh, I'm gonna try that. Oh, that is true.
Yeah, and
oh, cool. Oh,
if you place Lumberyard on Lumberyard, it will cut surrounding trees.
Okay.
So
okay.
you can
I see. So you can clear like the forest if you want to build something else. This is actually pretty cool. I haven't noticed this. Let me. Oh, now I'm having more ideas. I'm not going to do like here because.
Yeah, and
yeah,
you can build ponds here.
Yeah, that I did it. It was by accident. But I actually built some ponds. I'm trying to show. I will do it. Yeah, here.
Yeah, and later on we introduce spear that can interact with these ponds, but actually it's not properly explained. So you will see like a white marks that you can place here, but you don't know the effect here. And so you like explore this game, finding new things, finding new like play styles, how you can.
I'm loving the fact that I didn't know that this happened, and now I'm having lots of fun, like with the lumber yards. This is amazing. Okay, yeah, I'm very excited. So there are lots of comments here on chat of implements ideas. So I think there are lots of people excited about this kind of games. And we still have a couple of minutes before closing, so I would like to take this time, Ilya, to ask you if there is something that you would like to to say, to add about this experience and about this game. What would it be?
That question.
Okay, then in this case, any message to the fans or to the people who both modes, right? We've been talking a lot about the trying to have that part of strategic, but also trying to have that part of chilling, relaxing, cozy game. And if you could send a message, because this is your passion project, and passion projects always have, you are biased about them, you are passionate about them, and that is what this is about, right? And it's one of the cool things that, at least from a personal perspective, that I love about indie games, and that I love trying out this kind of things. So if you could say something to the people that are listening, that are watching us, and that could to share this love, to be able to tell them something, what would it be?
Go and try yourself. Okay.
It's fair enough, Ilya. I think you should be proud. I think it's a very cool game from different perspectives, and there is a lot of potential. Maybe it didn't do as well as you hoped for, but I really, really hope that it gets the success, and that it gets the attention that it definitely deserves. So thank you so much for
Thank you.
for being here with me, for making this game. It's amazing, and for taking the time to answer my questions, my difficult questions, and to be here talking with me. Thank you so much for your time, Ilya.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
We are going for a short break before heading into the next game, which is going to be Deck of Hounds. So stay tuned and don't go anywhere.